Oh my word, what a day indeed it has been. Holy moly on a bike. It has been a crazy time for me at least. I feel like it. Anyway, I've been up since 5 this morning. I'm going to do however long I can do, and we're going to continue our adventures in Dragon Quest XI today. Here's what happens so far. With Hendrik and a horde of Heliodorian soldiers vault on their heels, Wobbo and Eric have held themselves through the door of departure and into the great unknown. While soaking the steam baths of Hotter, they meet a little lost girl called Connie and set out to help her find her father. While searching, they decide to help a girl called Veronica who's lost her sister somewhere. She says she's a skilled magic user in a place called Arborea, and that she was unlucky enough to be spirited away by monsters. She managed to escape, but it seems her sister Serenia was last seen setting off with the monster's den in an attempt to effect a rescue. Praying for her safety, I hear and Eric agree to join Veronica in going after her. Abso-freaking-lutely. I agree. Hey. Hey, yeah! Yep, I definitely will listen to the worships and all that sort of bollocks. Now, I could probably go to Mount Hugie, because I think there's a quest there, actually.
Oh, well.
Tyrion and I just happened to come across Hotter on our travels. I thought a trip to the bathhouse would be a nice way to relax. They got through the door, a bunch of monsters attacked me. Honestly, what is the world coming to? Anyway, they kidnapped me and took me back to their lair. It's this giant underground labyrinth out to the west. I have to go there and find Serena. Once you're there, let's get going. Yeah, it's got to be the cryptic crypt. What fantastic naming sense. I mean, if it's not there, then I don't know where it could possibly be. We must get the zoom going. It's the drum boys, my favorite enemy. Dink. Thank you. Iron ore, you say? What are these enemies anyway? Is that a zombie? Looks like a zombie. A group of walking corpses appear. Oh no. They're so well detailed. I love them. Wait, why? Hang on a second, my health and everything is no good here. I think I need to go and definitely heal. Oh boy. Oh boy. I should get a lot of XP from this though. One walking corpse defeated, one more to go.
Veronica wins again.
She does indeed. Well, she's also only a little girl. There's not much she can do. It's not like she's got a Herculean strength or anything. Oh my god. Oh, until dawn. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I did actually rest before, but whatever, it didn't actually give me any heals, so I'll make sure to rest this time. Ba -ba -da, ba -ba -ba. I mean, yeah, but it's also a corpse. It's not going to do much damage. Just a pile of bones. Oh, some drum boy. A group. Ooh, twice the fun. I like these guys. Look out below! I mean, considering she is a great mage, though, she should really do something a bit more than just attack with her staff, which would be nice. That's something I can agree with. Seriously, can you do more than attacking your staff? I mean... Even healing would be nice. No, you're just... okay, that's fine. You do you. Such a happy barrel. Ah, lovely. Oh, 66 experience. I should even look at what their XP is at. 352. Not bad, not bad. Yo, murder. Well, your fizzle did dizzle. Yeah. Dash murder. Oh no, no. Well, I mean, that makes more sense. We can't cast spells now. Not that she could cast spells in the first place. Well, she can, but she's not doing it. I just wish I could control her right now. But c'est la vie. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm still kind of like half awake anyway. I've been up since like... well, yeah, literally 5 this morning. Not a happy time. Not a happy time indeed. Yeah. Work is the reason. Nom 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 nom. Hopefully you're doing alright yourself, Mr. Papa. Hope you are indeed. Ah, the cryptic crypt. I'm assuming this is where I need to go. Drac mages? Oh no. Well, I'm still hoping I can kill these. I can still kill these pretty easily. Good job, I don't need to spend like hours freaking crafting. Although, I say that. I do know that I have some extra stuff I can get soon as well. But I need to do a side quest for that. That's okay.
Easy.
I know, Veronica. It'd be even easier if you actually did something other than hit them with your freaking stuff. One day. One day. Today's sadly not that day. Ooh, hello there. Oh, little friends. Their friends are awesome. Well, I would assume that has a lot of a defense. If it doesn't, that would be madness. Fireball! No, it doesn't actually have a lot of defense. That stuff like instantly did enough damage. That's okay. I need XP. I did just walking XP, you know, balloons for me, which is always nice. Ah, I can one-shot those.
Veronica wins again.
You do indeed, Veronica. I'm proud of you, kid. Or whatever it is. I have my suspicions. I don't think that orders meets the eye. Oh, indeed. That's no good. Bonk. Well, at least she did 8 damage, so that's something. She'd probably do more if I could actually give her gear. That's a mannequin. A mud mannequin. Oh, yeah, that is straight up out of a horror movie. I don't know if I appreciate this one. Pretty disturbing looking. How dare you, sir? You just dip. How dare you? Eric, let's go! Good boy. You shanked much better. Only 30 XP. I mean, it's still better than nothing. 30 XP is better than no XP at all. Is that? Yeah, that's running away. Oh dear. Ooh.
Let's go.
Hello there. Pet powers.
Now
That's a good enough move. Like, once I get like a character that has like a heal for the group, I basically won the game. Which I assume you have it, don't you, Veronica? They're all gonna kill themselves now. It's gonna be great. Ah. Thank you. Come again. Wait, that one's alive? Ugh. Oh, it hasn't gone yet. That's why. Oh, I didn't see that before, Eric. That's a cheeky little nod there. Yeah, thumbs up. No. I don't think I have enough skill points to use, if I'm honest, so I won't use them. Oh, there's some memory stuff doing in here. I like me some memories. Memories are cool, yo. I also remember as well that this is not Persona 5, where I can just run into them and instantly kill them. I'd like to, but, you know. Sometimes life finds a way, and that just, doesn't go how you want it to. Bonk. I just feel like I should give him his boomerang, actually. His boomerang feels like it'd be more useful in this situation. Oh, I see it. Wait, no, but I see a chest. I see a chest! The chest! The loot! The fat loot. Fine. Oh no.
Let's do this.
It's Buckles. I almost died horrifically because I forgot to rest at the actual stop. There hasn't been much more that's been going on, really. Just going into this labyrinth to actually find her sister. I assume it is here I need to be at. Oh, I can't cast any spells. Of course I can't. Veronica seems to just only attack with her staff for some reason. I don't know why. It's all she does. Well, I assume she's here. It says, you know, she's west, and this is west. So, yeah. It's gotta be here, surely. Right? That's how things work, usually. And either way, it's not terrible XP. I can't. It muted me. No, she doesn't. She literally just freaking, she only ever hits. Even if I actually have Kaz, she just hits. It's very sad. She just like, bonk. Ooh. At least at the moment, that's all she does. I'm sure she'll be, you know, something else better later down the line. Maybe she won't be a disappointment. Maybe she'll actually be something more than that. I don't know. Da 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 da. Can I? No, I don't think I can get behind this. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be on till tonight. Just, not because I've got to be in early tomorrow or because I'm still recovering, but mostly due to the fact is I was up at 5 a.m. this morning to get into work for 7. So I'm kind of like, at some point, I'm probably going to conk out. Not literally on stream. That won't happen. But, yeah. I'm hoping to not. I never want to have a moment where I pass out on stream. That's not going to happen. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, at least I got past that bit, so that's something. I just want to get to that chest, man. Zombies. What's that shiny one over there? Have you just been playing it non-stop, or is it like not that long of a game or something? Because it seems like it's a pretty long game. Although I think second chapter is like 10 hours or no, 20 hours or something. I mean, to be fair, if I had the time off work, which I do Tuesday, yeah, and I'm feeling better, which I am doing. I'm actually taking some cough medicine as well. Yeah, Tuesday will probably be non-stop Dragon Quest. I don't know where we're going to get to when we're on that, but we're definitely going to get there. Damn, that's a critical hit. Next Sunday, I'm not working either. Like, what? Why is this shiny? Oh, yeah, because it gives me a mount. That's why. That's why. I thought maybe it was some, like, rare creature. No, it lets me mount it later. That's fine. I'll live with that. Well, I already know what I'm probably going to end up playing after I finish DQ11. And, no, it won't be He's Chosen the Sky. I mean, maybe. Not straight away. I'd like to maybe play Persona 3 Portable, but I might also just play that for myself. Who knows? So, what does this do? Oh, I can knock the enemies over. Nice! Bonk, bonk. Sure, it shoots like the enemies. Well, it's the one that exists that's currently being remastered, so you can put a funny face if you want. Well, make it so that they put it on PC, and I'll play it, so yeah. And I've never played Fez, so I would rather play the game I haven't played Fez. I mean, I have played Fez Portable, which I'd rather play. Read the spark and you're gonna look up to find its trail, follow it, and it will lead. Ah. An emulator doesn't count. Hey, there we go. Cause they have not released Fez on PC, only portable. Nyum. Bonk, bonk, bonk. No. It's only portable on PC. Fez isn't on PC. Because there's the rumors of the remake, which is probably gonna happen, so yeah. Well, that just means it'll be a stream that unfortunately won't be around. Well, good for you. I mean, I don't know. Were you able to rip the data from the actual disc itself and put it on? Yeah, that's impressive. Probably illegal too. Since Atlas themselves haven't brought Fez to PC, I'm very impressed that you're able to do it yourself. You'll have to go send them the codes so they can do it themselves onto Steam.
Veronica wins again.
You didn't win, Veronica. I won. Hey, yeah. Great. I would like to touch the sexual root, please. No. What's this actually gonna do? I mean, obviously I know what it does because timey-wimey stuff, but. Oh. Spooky ghost. I like him.
I almost forgot. There's a trap up ahead. I'd forget my shadow if it wasn't sewn on.
I'm pretty sure I've already triggered that trap.
I can't go falling into my own trap now, can I? What would the others say? Right, I'd better go the long way round.
His silhouette is adorable. I love him. Oh, so you float. You wouldn't need to worry about the traps at all. Alright, Skelly Boy. I mean, technically a kitty cat. Bonk. Well, that didn't work. Bonk. Hey, probably the next one. But oh my god, Octopath Traveler 2 is looking so good, Sparkles. I cry. I cry. I cry in sheer happiness, of course, but I also cry because I don't have the time yet to really invest into that. Not yet. You. One whole point of damage? My god. At least I don't need to worry about keeping her alive. That's at least something. Oh my god, I bet. Like, honestly, that's one thing I really liked about, I think it was, in 10 with the speed option. I don't mind doing the fights as intended, but it is definitely a nice option to have a fast forward if it's there, if you want it. Noise. Well, true. That's still impressive, though, getting it done in the time you are. I know that, like, well, I've gone through certain games quicker than anything else. I wasn't really gone for 2 weeks. I was gone for a week. At least it was a week to me. It was like, oh, then again, technically, yeah, because the last stream I did was a Tuesday of that week, and then I was ill, so yeah. Tuesday, and then no, because I didn't stream the Tuesday, and then I was back on the Thursday. I don't think it was 2 weeks. I don't know. I wasn't gone 14 days. That's crazy.
Wait, over there.
I think so. Oh, yeah, it is her. I thought so.
Serena, wake up. It's me, Veronica.
It might have felt like 14 days, but I'm sure it's only 7 or 8. I'm sure, maybe. I don't know anymore.
Serena, we said we'd always be there for each other, didn't we? Well, I'm here for you now. So pull yourself together.
It might have actually been that long. I don't know anymore. I'm back now, though, so, meh. Damn, what's with her forehead?
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. It's just well, I was so awfully tired after all that searching that I needed a nap and... Veronica! Is that really you? What in the world has happened to you?
So Veronica is cursed in some form or another if her little sister is saying, what the fuck is wrong? What's happened to you?
But how did you know it was me?
We've been sisters a long time, you know. It would take a lot more than a new look to fool me.
Oh yes, very funny. What were you doing lying on the ground like that? I thought you were... Well, that you were... You know...
There's 3 more characters to meet as well after this. At least that I know of.
Sorry to interrupt the reunion, but didn't you tell us Serena was your kid sister?
There's a difference here.
Well, if you want to get technical about it, actually we're twins.
Twins? Yeah, I'm gonna need some explanation here, Veronica.
But we don't look the same age anymore because, well, it's all a bit complicated.
Thank you. Can you please?
I told you I was taken off by monsters, didn't I? They've been kidnapping people so they can steal their magical powers.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to let them have mine without putting up a fight. But the more I resisted, the younger I got. I don't quite understand it, but instead of draining my magic, they drain my age.
Well, that's different.
What I'm basically saying is that I'm not a child. So stop treating me like one.
Okay, we get it. We get it. You're not a kid. But you still look like one. Don't you want to do something about it?
Of course I do. Why do you think I brought you here? I want you to help me clobber those stupid monsters and see if we can fix this.
You will help us, won't you? I promise to do my bit as well. I have some really rather wonderful healing spells, you know.
That also explains why she can't use magic much at the moment, but then again, she just also said that her magic was not drained, but her age. Finally, I have a healer. Oh, thank God. Yeah. I will save, because I might as well. Yeah, it's still intriguing because it's like, is she stuck like that? Is it? Are they actually not? Nope, they're still not part of the party. They're still not part of the party. I mean, they're in the party, but they're not part of the party. I was the same height growing up. Imagine how strange it is for me to be smaller than her. Instead of those stupid monsters hadn't shrunk me, I'd never been able to escape. Guess every cloud has its silver lining. Let's get going, Wobber. I'll bet the creeps who stole my magic powers are going to be skulking somewhere inside the labyrinth.
Oh,
I confess I've almost given up hope. Such a relief to find my sister safe and well. Sure, she'll have her old self in no time once her magical powers are restored. Come on, Wobber, let's push on.
You good?
I hope he knows I'm in Serena. I mean, the last thing we needed was another Veronica. So I have to admit when I'm wrong. It turns out Serena is mature, sensible, calm. Everything her sister isn't, basically. I agree, Jasper. Yes, I want to touch the root. Most likely. Most likely. At least I'd like to, depending on, like, other stuff. Maybe. Just because I haven't played the portable version.
Ooh, I almost forgot. You need a password to get through here. And it was... it was...
And it seems to be shorter than the other ones. Which is fine. I ain't got a problem with it. And then, depending on where we're at, because it might be around the time I usually take 2 weeks off for my birthday, I might start trials, or I don't know, trails, sorry, maybe, who knows, we'll see. It's on the list. I mean, it's always been on the list, so I'm just glad there's some interest. Yes, he's on the list. Is that a dragon?
Potty, you come here and tell Jarvis that you let that lovely juicy specimen escape, and you think an apology's gonna cut it? Ooh, this jars. Do you crackpots think sorcerers like Veronica come along often? Do you have any idea what we'll have to do to nab a specimen like that again?
I mean, I still have the Final Fantasy VII Remake to play as well. So, yeah.
You knew I wanted to drain all her magic so I could earn the Lord of Shadow's respect when he came back. All my plans shattered.
Jarvis is very tasty.
The Lord of Shadows.
Oh no.
That's them. They're the monsters who jumped me in the bathhouse and brought me here.
Good evening, Mr. Gwen. Good evening. Wait, they jumped you? What the fuck?
See that jar by the big fat one? That's what he was sucking all my magic powers into.
Then I guess we'd better figure out how to get them back.
Veronica.
I feel like this is one of those opportune moments where we don't actually progress and it's just very dramatic. No, we progress. Oh no. I fucking love Veronica.
Oh, smashing. I do love guests. Especially when they bring me presents. If it isn't the one that got away. Talk about it in the chat.
They jumped you two and your wife. Oh no.
Now, just sit tight while we suck every ounce of magic out of you. Boys, this lot have earned a VIP treatment. Get cracking.
Oh no.
Looks like we'll be fighting our way out of this one whether we like it or not.
Wait, but he just opened up his jar, which means the magic's coming out. Jarvis and friends drawn near. That's kind of adorable. Yeah, so her magic did disappear. Oh, how very handy. Thank you, Eric, for pepping up.
Here we go! Scorched earth!
Ooh. Oh, she's here as well. Nice. So she is a straight-up support character. Okay. And she's invincible right now. She can't die. She's not allowed to die. So it seems like I think the max amount of people you can have in a party then is going to be 4. I'm okay with this. Jarvis and then Jarvis' shadows. But it said they were the friends. I don't know. I mean, I'm used to always being like, unless of course you mean in Dragon Age. I'm always used to in JRPGs it being 3 people, but at least till we had another one. I'll have that one, please. What type of boomerang is that? Oi, 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 oi. No, 7 was free. 7 and 8 were free. 4 was... sorry, 6 was 4. 9 was 4. 10 was free. 12 was... Yeah, 12 was free. Then you had a guest character as well. I always thought 4 was better than 3. Personally. I also just always feel like, why can't everyone just fight at the same time? It makes no sense why you must wait. It really doesn't. Might as well give him the stronger weapon. I don't think I have a great sword I could really use here. Might as well take what I got. What? Oh yeah, that's another thing as well, is Chrono Cross is on the list as well. Now that they've also just patched it as well, where it's no longer its performance is as bad. I'm feeling better, but I'm still not like what I would call healed. God no. Every day is a healing process, but I'm gonna have probably some more copper medicine later. I only just started having the copper medicine at the moment, so I've been having other stuff as well. It doesn't feel like it's much better, but my mum did say as well today, "Oh, you sound better." Exactly, gotta heal up. And somehow I ended up giving freaking Apollo an evil voice when he goes into the Shadow Realm, and I'm sticking with that now. And that was just my voice being tired. It was like a bit raspy and not coughing. I was just like, yep, nope, that's fine. Go with it. Like, no.
I'll never be the Lord of Shadow's right-hand man if I can't even beat the likes of you lot. Ugh. All my dreams shattered.
As I was saying earlier, Gwen, I don't know how late I'm going to be on tonight just because I've been up since 5 this morning, so...
Who is this Lord of Shadows you keep mentioning anyway?
You'll find out soon enough when everything finally
Oh, I will.
goes
I will.
to pot.
Don't you worry, good sir. At least I'm off Tuesday. And I'm not in next Sunday, so I can do a bonus Saturday stream, potentially. Maybe.
We'll find out soon enough, huh?
I am, like, actually just debating what I do after I've done this, so... I mean, I enjoyed the forest, but Sons of the Forest just looks like more of the same, but of course in an early access janky state.
Right. Time to get my magic back.
I'm sure it's good. But I'm just, not my thing. I'm just surprised because of the horror aspects. Mostly body horror, but yeah.
Oh, I hope this works.
So I'm not sure if the person you play as is meant to be the kid from the first game. Yeah, it was. She's gonna get her magic powers back, but she's not gonna age. No, it's fine, Gwen, of course. I'm not trying to say that you're not allowed to play it.
You look just the same. Were all our efforts for nothing?
Look, you just got given an extra, like, 10 years, Veronica. I'd say you're doing better than Serena, your sister. Yeah.
No need to worry on that front. I can feel the old magic zinging from the ends of my pigtails right down to the tips of my toes.
You know exactly. Play what you want, Gwen. I know that I'll probably see the state of it when probably Markiplier touches it or something.
Then why do you still look like a little girl?
Oh. I'm not really sure. I suppose whatever made me younger can't be fixed just by getting my powers back.
I'm not trying to say you're not allowed to play it. I'm just surprised you dove into an early access title as much as you want.
But it could be worse. I mean, you know what they say. You're only young. Twice.
Don't play the porn game on my channel, please.
Trust you to see the funny side. Well, I suppose I'd better get used to having a twin sister half my size. By the way, you have noticed who we're traveling with, haven't you?
Of course I have. And so have you, it seems. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Are they about to burn us?
Bold luminary, Yggdrasil's chosen. Long have we waited to greet you.
I like that she's knelt down so she can actually still do that with her sister, who's, you know, the height difference.
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
There are those who would accuse you of bringing disaster on our world. Please, you must rest assured that they are wrong. You are a hero. The light in your eyes, the light told of in the legends of Arborea, it proves that beyond a doubt.
Yeah.
I knew it was you the moment I saw you.
Although I am intrigued how much actual content is available in the Sons of the Forest, though. I remember it being pretty bare bones at first when it first came out in early access, the original game. But still enjoyed. Is the tree felling mechanic still in it?
So now you have magical twins swearing to serve and protect you? I guess you really are the luminary, huh? Not that I ever doubted it, of course.
And also, Stormy, hello there. I hope your fight against the giant magical chicken goes well.
There's plenty more we need to talk about, but we have to take care of something first. I wasn't the only one they were keeping prisoner, you know. Now, if I remember rightly, there should be a door around here somewhere.
That's good. Once again, Daddy's good. Sadly, Jarvis is dead now, though.
Gosh, look at all these cells. What a horrid place.
Oh! Hey, who's there?
Don't worry, you're safe now. We took care of that potty old fathead and his cronies.
Why does he look like Larry from frickin' the latest Pokemon?
Thanks. I owe you one. I was starting to worry they were going to get sick of feeding me and decide to eat me instead.
I think they are part of the party now. Maybe.
You were starting to worry? And what about your poor little daughter all on her own, How do you think she's been feeling?
But they still haven't appeared as party members in the actual menu.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Wait. You know Connie?
Oh, that's Connie's dad?
We do.
Of course it is.
And she's fine, thanks for asking. The owner of the bar back in town is looking after her. He's a mature, responsible adult, you see.
Listen, I appreciate your help, really, I do. I'm Noah, by the way. If there's anything I can do to repay you, just say the word.
Give me all your money.
Noah, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
What? See, if it's like an actual case of like it was a fun hour, then okay, fair enough. But if it was like a slog of it just having way too much HP and it was a boring fight, then ugh, no thank you.
Look, I've taken up enough of your time. I should get back and see how Connie's doing. Thanks a million.
Well, he certainly left in rather a hurry.
You can say that again? Very fishy. Well, never mind. We should head back too. We deserve a rest.
I still don't know what to think about Wild Hearts. Like, it does look fun, but yeah, I don't know if I'll really get like captivated by the building mechanics. Oh. Then morning comes. Oh no. Am I gonna wake up and I'm gonna have a twin on each side? One of them's okay, the other is not. And you shall have it, Gwen. Even if it also has tentacle monsters as well, potentially. When you wake, your comrades rose long ago at morning's first light. They wait for you to join them as trees. I mean, me too, man. Like, Nightingale looks like... Considering it's not a game which is also forcing PvP in, and it is a PvE-focused experience. Huh? Yes, please.
Don't worry, we all just woke up too.
And now we're up. It's time to continue our little talk from before about Serena and I and how we're going to help you.
Okay.
We have a legend in Arborea. It says that one day the Dark One will descend to extinguish the light, but that Yggdrasil's chosen, the Luminary, bearer of the Mark of Light, will rise to meet him.
Absolutely. Well, fingers crossed. One, I'm not doing something else, and two, if I get access, and three, depending on how much access is, two, if I don't get access, and four, how broken it is when it comes out.
I know it's hard to believe. I mean, look at you. But it's true. You're the reincarnation of the Luminary, the man who defeated the Dark One long ago.
No, she's not actually a young kid. She is like she is a twin with the other woman who's here, and she's the older sister. But her age was stolen from her through magical means. She's got her magic back, but not her age.
I still can't work out why they'd need to bring you back if the Dark One was defeated, to be honest.
Yes, this is the Krusty Krab.
But ours is not to reason why. Once we fulfill our sacred duty and get you to Yggdrasil, I'm sure all will be revealed.
Yggdrasil, huh? Well, I for one want to know what the heck's going on. Let's mosey on over there.
Have you ever tried thinking before opening your big mouth? In case you hadn't noticed, Yggdrasil is floating in the sky. Mosey, he says. Honestly.
Veronica, you know magic, we could fly there.
They say that the luminary visited the World Tree before his battle with the Dark One. But alas, the legends do not tell us how.
Like Stormy said, stilts.
What? Not even you special protectors of the magical ancient wonder truths know? Bummer. Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil. Wait, I think I might have an idea.
Really? What is
Yes.
You know that guy we bust out of jail yesterday? I remembered where I know him from. He sells information to, people in my profession.
it? And you think he might know how we can reach the World Tree? Wonderful. Well, what are we waiting for? To the bar.
I don't think he's gonna know, but you never know. I suppose we can try. I mean, I'm pretty positive they did. That's probably how the first drums were freaking played. Are they... Nope, they're still not officially part of the party. Girls, please. Girls, please. It isn't true if you had enough ore. I wish to test you. You pass with aplomb. You have a true miner's heart. You may keep the ore. Thank you. I must reward you further. This tome, too, is yours. I love iron arms. Nice. My heart learns how to make iron broadswords and cast iron claymores. You have learned a lot about mining, about ore, and about yourself. You've had a few lumps of iron ore for the smith in the hotto is requested, and learned that sparkly spots really can be quite useful when foraging for foraging materials. What's your road done now, Sazo? No, what's it done now? Time for a freaking fun site, forge. Oh no. Get the shotgun. If half the number was shown, it's perfect putting the... Oh, that feels like it'd be helpful. Yeah. I would like to make this, please. Ma, get the shotgun. Oh, okay, no, that's... Damn. It's... Look, everybody needs themselves a fun-sized forged, okay? Oh, that is almost perfect. That's so annoying. That's literally 1 point off. Yeah. It's fun-sized. It's small. We have fun-sized Mars bars at work and Snickers, which are smaller than the regular ones. Nothing lewd. If it doesn't have flash on it, it says Batman. I feel like someone is confused. I mean, probably. Ba-ba. I might as well make it. I don't see why not. Oh my word. Okay. Nope. Bugged. Oh, I can't even use... You don't have enough focus? Oh no, I need more focus. I didn't even make it properly. But yeah, see, it's fun size. Wait, that's still counted as a sword? No. That seems a bit odd. A bit off, should I say, more than odd. Yeah, just watching too much TikTokers these days. Oh. That's fine. I think we know exactly who's going to be wearing those as soon as we're able to. Serena! Wait, I need to go to the pub, not here. Oh, you mean the Dead Space remake? I'm going to say, not the new one. And he does kind of honestly stall me. He really, really freaking does. Salmon swims upstream and her father returns. Now reunited. Connie's father celebrates. He drinks like a fish. Give us our information.
Come on, Daddy. Let's go. The nice man who keeps bringing you drinks must be getting tired.
Oh, Connie, you poor innocent young child. That is a look of concern.
One more for the road, sweetie. You never know. He might have some hot gossip that I need to hear.
No. There's much judgment going on.
Fishing for rumors, huh? Some things never change. You're Noah, right? In the circles I used to move in, you were pretty famous. You were the guy who knew things for the right price.
I'm poor.
No nugget of knowledge too big or too small. Noah the know-it-all knows them all. That's what they used to say.
That's okay, Choker. You get to see the main protagonist just staring blankly into the at the wall while Eric does the interrogating.
What if they did? I can't help it if juicy tidbits have an habit of falling in me lap now, can I?
Good morning.
I don't go trying to get mixed up in this stuff. It just happens. Like when I mistakenly went in the ladies' baths and them monsters that kidnapped me. I only stuck me head in there to see what all the commotion was, and there they was, attacking some poor girl. Normally, I would have walloped a lot of them, of course, but I just had me tea. The villains collared the both of us and, well, I just hope she's all right.
It's her.
She... kind of. Anyway, we were wondering if you might be able to help us out. What do you know about Yggdrasil?
He does.
Crikey, you lot don't do things by halves, do ya? Got a big score in mind, eh? Well, seeing as how you saved me life, I'll tell you what I know.
Is that I just had me tea?
On the way here, Connie and me was travelling across the desert when we came down with a bad case of heat stroke. We didn't have no grub left, no water, nothing. We'd just about given up hope. But then these soldiers from Gallopolis came along. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the Sultan's bleeding palace. Oh, talk about lucky. Anyway, when I come to, that's when I seen it. Beautiful it was, this rainbow-coloured branch thing. All shimmery and beautiful.
I get it.
Well, I know top-end gear when I see it. If that weren't a branch of the old world tree, I'm a monkey's uncle.
He might very well be a monkey's uncle at this point. We just don't know.
Did you hear that, Veronica? A branch from Yggdrasil herself.
Yes. Lighting the path ahead for the luminary. It sounds like we need to take a trip to Gallopolis. So it turns out you are capable of having ideas that aren't completely stupid after all.
We should head for the desert right away.
I couldn't imagine her being sassy and looking like Serena.
It's beyond the checkpoint southwest of here. That marks the border with Gallopolis. I do hope you won't mind us tagging along.
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
Finally, they've actually joined the party now. But that's the thing is, she's the same. She's older than her on the right. Nah, they're adorable sisters anyway.
Here, you'll need this to get to Gallopolis.
I'll accept this burden. Yep.
The guards at the checkpoint are awful sticklers for formalities, but if you show them that, they should let us through.
She exactly, like, she had her magic drained, which also drained away her age, and then she got her magic back, but did not get her age back. So you can have, oh, there's the baby bull costume. So if I was to then put that on. Hey, she's adorable. What do you mean you wonder if I died and I'm now a zombie? I'm alive! There. I live! Oh, so I put those on, it'll give her more defense and charm. Wow, that's a lot more defense and charm. That's actually a costume thing. I don't have any second outfits for her, though. Shadge. Ooh. Yeah, that's better, though, the feather cap. You got wand. Oh, yeah, it's Misk, isn't it? Character build-up. Ah, we can actually give them some spells. Wait, she could use whips? Of course she can use fucking whips. I don't have a whip, but I do want to learn that, though. Ah, okay, MP absorption, I'll take it. And of course now I can't afford to actually increase my magical powers because, yeah. Fun.
Sloppy.
Very sloppy, but it's what we deal with. Oh, she can use spears? That's pretty cool. So if like magic isn't working, then they have physical options. That is very helpful. Yeah. Did I set up shield mode? No. Or at least I don't think I did. Because I heard there was loads of problems with that, so I didn't bother. Ba ba ba. I need me some other things. Why? Are you expecting to be attacked at some point? I would like to buy that, please, and I would like you to wear it. Thank you. Can't equip those. Nice. Yeah. No, but better be ready than to get caught with pants down. I suppose. Oh. I didn't have to. I mean, I made that, but still. Oh. I don't see what she's like with that. Out of interest. Yeah, cute. but you can have that instead. It's a bit strange, but I mean, I still don't think they're ever going to give us a whip in 14. That would be too crazy. Yeah, that seems okay. You don't want a whip, that's okay. What is it they need to do?
Hey!
You saw a branch from the world tree, does he? I'm not sure. Bye. I guess you got no choice to check it out. And head southwest, sir. Galapagos, here we come.
I've been thinking.
I first met Eric, I thought he was a real no-hope. It turns out he's capable of having ideas that aren't completely stupid. Oh, we know what we're looking for. Someone who's managed to break up a branch of the world tree. Who would do such a thing like that, though? Let's see what they got to say. You're lucky they'll be able to tell us how they managed to reach your sigil.
Yes!
Well, you probably didn't expect to be joining forces with a pair of rather mismatched twins, but destiny can bring together curious companions. Or journey alongside the Luminaria chosen by Sigil. I'm ever so excited. I'm glad you're excited, love. Which means you're off for adventure. Adventure! I mean, the follower thing is like, whatever. Important we have a long journey ahead of us, don't we, Wobbo? Well, I happen to know a handy little spell that make life a lot easier for us. Just give me a minute. Wait, do you know teleport? Wobbo learn zoom. What does zoom do? Use the spell I just thought to travel back to anywhere you've been before, quick as a flash. We come back to Hotter, for example, just cast zoom, finger Hotter, and you're back here just like that. Ah. Okay, we know how to do that. I thought you were going to make it harsher. Like, a lot of it's just how we left it, really. Since I figured something happened to someone you know, which probably will not happen here, but you never know. Bonk.
Let's do this.
Da 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 da. Oh wait, no, I want to be able to control you. I want to be able to control you. Thank you. What was the X's? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, well, it depends what they're playing. If they're playing Hogwarts, then yeah. I mean, I've been raided, but I haven't like ever been hate raided yet. Doesn't mean I won't be, but that did not do a lot of damage.
Did I do all right?
That somehow gave me more XP. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say we've taken most precautions as well. Oh, bot raids. I haven't had any yet, but yeah. I don't see the point of the bot raids. I can't do Brummy time right now. My voice, my throat is still quite bad. I've been quite ill, Yoriko. Ah, fair enough. Dad. I need to give a better sword to... Yeah, you. The iron broadsword. Yeah, that's much stronger. Good boy. That's pretty bad to the staff. What's this? Oh, I haven't seen this yet. Nice. Oh, which is good to say in. Oh. Well, you must have posted it recently, because I didn't see it earlier. I mean, I figured, but I wanted to clarify. Ah.
What do we do now?
Oh dear. Well, as long as you're enjoying it. That's the main thing. Bam! That's a whoosh. I will have to try out the Great Sword at some point. I mean, there's 8 characters. I'll eventually get it right.
Are you all right?
Thanks.
So... Cyrus? Huh? Ophelia? Primrose? The Primrose is a whore. Yeah, she is.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Who else wants some?
I don't know why you're bunking me, Jendolf. It's true, that character. It's very much established she is. Yeah. Well, they call it as a dancer, but yes. Private dances certainly do happen. The freaking giant ass rabbit. Oh, it's a rubber rabbit.
Whoa!
No. But she is still one.
Excellent.
I would have thought maybe you would have gone with Triss, since Triss is more outgoing and,
You do get in such
you know, a really great character, but okay. You want to see yourself in Primrose? Go ahead. Oh, that would have been good to have done before. At least I can get MP back from just hitting them. Didn't work earlier. But you're just so good.
goodness.
Dancer? I mean, they call it dancer, but... but... I mean, it's part of it, but still. No, I can't get that one at the moment. I'll have to save for that. That is true. That is exactly what she's doing. It's like in Octopath 2 as well. The, well, the thief is kind of hinted at being basically the Primrose of that game. Nom. Nom. I've literally only played the demo. And I haven't even played all of them. Here it comes Octopath 2. I do still need to defeat God in Octopath Traveler 1 though. That is definitely a thing. That's not a spoiler because that's what every JRPG does, which is you end up defeating God. If I don't fight God at the end of this, I'll be very, very surprised. Ooh, a mini medal. That's true. That's true. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh dear, I shall be too late, I fear. Maybe it'll be both. Maybe a godly dragon. I'm stepping to say the day Tickington's time is well and truly up. Tick-tock, the clock won't stop. It really is 5 minutes to midnight. If only there was someone who could come to our aid. Hold on a tick. You've clocked me, am I right? Can it be true? Can you really see me? Yep. Well, it's about time. I was beginning to think I was totally invisible. It'll mean one thing, you're a hero, aren't you? Oh, tickety-boo, you're finally here, not a moment too soon. Good to meet you, Mr. Hero. My name's Ickle. I'm a Tuckle from over Tickington way, and we need your help. I get a terrible time of it at the moment. Can I ask you to come and be the hero of the hour? No. What? No time for your silliness. You're a hero. You've got to help us. It's your job. You had a terrible time. Ah, fine. It's one of those choices again. Thank you, Mr. Hero. I knew it wouldn't take you more than a moment's thought to agree. Yeah, well, wait. Are you talking to yourself now? Hang on to your head or something. Well, the clock is ticking. Come on. It's time to show you and your friends the way to Tickington. Follow me. Oh, but wait. Before we head off, this might be a good time to record your journey and adventure log. Hopefully it won't take 2 ticks. I'm glad. It's a very good game, is Octopath Traveler. And it's got the best theme in game. Like, every theme is the best theme in game. There we go, all done. Now let's make our way to Tickington, shall we? Well, we'll be there in no time flat. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, wait, is it making it be in 2D? Oh, my word. Look at this adorableness. We get to see the sprites, at least. Tickington. Hold on, what just happened? Things went all wavy and suddenly we're in this weird village. And actually, the special edition, Vlad, lets you switch to pixel mode if you want to. Oh, look, he's so adorable, but who is he? Tick-tock, it looks like you clocked me too. Must be Mr. Hero's friends. Hero here's friends. Welcome to Tickington. A place that's just a little bit out of the ordinary. Normally, only certain people can see us Tuckle types, but the second even ordinary folks set foot in our home, they can see us too. I think we might need a little background here, like, who are you? Where are we? Why the heck are we here? You know, just the small stuff. I just start from the beginning. The beginning? Yes, of course, the beginning, tickety-boo. Allow me to explain. We are the Tuckles, and we live here in the village of Tickington. It's a very peculiar place where time flows a little differently from the way it does in Erdrea. It's our sworn duty to make sure that time flows as it should. The past, present, and future are all in the right order. And all that is unfolding as intended. In other words, you make sure everything's tickety-boo. Ah, hang on a tick. To tell the mayor you're here. I do let him explain the rest. Just head up the stairs and you'll find him in a very special place we call the Echo Chamber. So come on, shake a leg. The clock's ticking and there's no time like the present. I mean, I just want to move. Ickle's told me about you. You're the luminary, aren't you? Welcome to Tickington. Doesn't waste time talking to me, though. The mayor wants to speak to you. I found him upstairs in the Echo Chamber. Can I jump? Oh, that little guy's name again, Ickle, was it? That's Dealers. Sounds like he's been looking for you for a while. You should just follow him and see what happens. Said he was headed up to the stairs, right? I just press, what is it? B to frickin' talk to my team. What did the Tuckles say their job was again? To make sure that time flows as it should and that all is unfolding as intended. It's amazing to think they're doing such an important job and yet no one can see them. It seems a bit of a shame. I mean, they're so adorable. I've never seen a Tuckle before. Aren't they just the most lovable little things? I think it's their little bellies I like best. I'd never dare do it, of course. I was so curious to know what it feels like to poke one. Have you got any pots for me to smash? No. I honestly thought this was a wedding. Pots! Yeah. Tuckle Tick, give me a second. I think I might have a panic attack. The mayor's asked me to go to a trio, but I'm far too faint-hearted to do something like that. It's a high time I grew a backbone, but to be honest, I doubt I ever will. I wondered what these things were I kept seeing. I thought they were just like ghosts of people. Thanks, I'll take that. And the... Are you the mayor? I mean, you're red. I'll be in a moment. I have more barrels to destroy. Barrel justice, let's go. Since time immemorial, we Tokkos have carried out the sacred duties bequeathed to us by our ancestors. We've overcome countless obstacles and hardship in order to do so. This time it's different. This time I fear we're going to fail. The moment may have finally come where the work our ancestors began can no longer continue. It's like, I don't think a primrose being really difficult as the one to start with, actually. Is this the pub? Oh. Deco chamber is full of precious and important books, and it's my job to keep them in tickety-boo condition. I've got a system, and it runs like clockwork. Or it did, at least. I've been having a hard time focusing on my duties since I heard about what happened. I know, I remember that already. Well, this really is a day that would go down in history. It's been ages since we last had humans here in Dickington. At least I think it has... Time flows differently here, you see. Well, this is the first for everything. It is the first time I clocked a real-life human. Tickety-boo, a call was back, and not a moment too soon. Does this mean he managed to find the luminary, I wonder? I must say, I'd all but resigned myself today, having come where we finally let down our ancestors. With the luminary taking time for his busy schedule to help, maybe there's still hope. What's interesting is that this wouldn't have been in the original version of this game, because it's in the pixel style. Greetings, traveller, and welcome to Dickington Tavern, where Tokko comes in search of a relaxing moment away from the relentless passages of time. For a fine range of beverages, including many human favourites, we shall take a second or two to peruse our menu. God damn it, I keep wanting to sprint and yeah. Oh my god, it's so different, it's adorable. What's in here? Oh, this is where the mayor is. Oh my god, he's got a beard. Tick-tock, look who we've got. It's the luminary and not a moment too soon. Ah, what marvellous timing. Welcome to Dickington. My name is Stickle, and I am the mayor of this fireplace. Beyond space and time. Ooh. Now, the clock is ticking, so I'll be brief. My people have a sacred mission, and that is why we have sought you out. Take a look at the tomes that sit on the altars around us. He has a stick. In these sacred volumes are inscribed the tales of hallowed heroes from other worlds and other ages. Since time immemorial, the duty of my people have been to guard these books and to ensure that the great deeds of the past live on in the present. This is why we created the place which we now stand, the Echo Chamber, a sacred space where the adventure logs of all the hallowed heroes of old can be kept safe from the ravages of time. It might have been an extra quest. Or so we had thought, but this holy haven has been sullied by an unknown miscreant who took upon themselves to tear whole pages from it with books and liberally daub others with ink. I am afraid I have no idea who committed this heinous crime. What I do know is that as things stand, the heroic happenings of the past risk being lost forever. History itself hangs in the balance. This is where you come in. As the hero of your own age, I must ask you to right this wrong. I must ask you to plunge you on these volumes and set time on the right path once more. We dive in, you must learn the sacred incantations that will enable you to turn back the clock. The past words. Sadly, they were long since scattered across Adria. This being so, I've entrusted my most dependable Tokkos with the momentous task of seeking them out. Should you find one of my friends here in the course of your travels, stop a moment and speak with them. With luck, they will have learned the words that enable to journey through the pages of the ages. Are they supposed to be references to the other Dragonette quest games? When you have learned one, you'll be able to return here and visit the very legends of the greatest heroes known to type space and time. I'm not becoming confused in my old age. Young Ickle managed to find a password just the other day. Come, my little tick-tock tyke. Shout you have learned with our friend. I just assume it will be, but I don't know if I will be able to have a look. I would like to. If he's got me a word, then I'll look. Oh, yes, sir, Tot-tick. Let's get made this quick. Now prick up your ears, because I'll say this only once. Ickle tells Wobbo the password he's found. You're gonna let me know, though? You can now visit Gallenholm via the Altar of Origins. Oh, why not strike while time's on your side and take a closer look at that altar over there? A whole new world of adventure awaits. Come on, there's no time like the present. Yeah, I've never played them either, so it was like, okay. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is Dragon Quest 11. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. The words Altar of Origins are etched into the stone of the monument. The altar allows you to visit worlds from old adventure logs. Which world would you like to visit? Would you like to visit Gallenholm? Yes. And that would explain why it's all pixel. Well, it's that classic look that they had back in the day, but in full color. 41 XP. That's a lot of XP, actually. Like, considering how easy it is. No. Oh shit. Ah, but it's just random battles instead of, like, I can avoid them. It's the bleeding she slimes again. Oh, ran away. It's gotta be Dragon Quest 1. It's gotta be. God, the encounter rate in this place is insane. I'm taking like 2 steps. It's like, here you go, have another fight. Because I can't tell how much health that my guys have because it just, well, I see how much health they do have, but out of what? So yeah, I like it, but I hate it at the same time. Wait, is there an inn right here? I mean, yeah. Veronica! Jackie! I mean, if she wants to cast jizz, then that's just something which... I mean, we're dyslexic, and sometimes we read it like that, so it's okay. It is what it is. Hey. Heck. Oh no. Can I not like heal or something there? Thank you, because like these. Where do you mean? Why are you blocking the way? You'd give me no XP almost. Hey. Fine, just kill them all. Whatever. Oh. Murder has been made this day. I thought that, you know, being here would give me, like... I'd be able to, like, heal, but no. Prithee, hear my tale, wanderer. Thou hast wended thy way to the one-time dwelling place of legendary bard Galen, from whom our town taketh its name. Alas, thou hast arrived at an unhappy juncture. A foul monster hath had the effrontery to violate the tomb of our most famous son, and have purloined his most precious possession, the lyre of ear. Yet this storied instrument is no mere dusty relic. Nay, it is a powerful artifact indeed, and can cause monsters to flock towards whomever giveth its fabled strings their merest brush. Ah, I'm sorry that my body pillow is too expensive, Jendel. The thief knew this only too well, and did strum upon it until this peaceful place was overrun with hideous beasts, and the townsfolk had all fled in fear of their lives. Tis surely the end for Ganon home, and that is unless a hero can be convinced to seek out and vanquish the fiend that dared deprive us of our most hallowed of treasures. Couldst thou be that hero? I get myself a gold bracer? What is this madness? Oh, that's not a bad looking toy. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Truly thou art gallant indeed. The culprit skulketh yet somewhere in the town. Prithee, fight, flush the rug out and smite them with all thy might. Oh, keep thy wits about thee, friend. 'Tis oft the case that the path thou seekest lieth veiled in darkness. Verily, the shadows can yield many a surprise, and many a monster also. 'Tis certain that without a good deal of care, thou wilt surely perish at the hands of the creatures that prowl the town. May the spirits watch o'er thee. Tasked by the guardian of a grave in Ganon to reclaim the Lyre of Ear, which has been stolen by a mischievous monster. Apparently the culprit's still somewhere in town. Find them and teach them a lesson they won't forget. Okay. That is pretty good. I legit thought for a second it was going to be right there. Da 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 da. Oh, it's a Kickstarter, is it? Oof. Oh, so they are all dying. It's just they're taking a while. I'm kind of glad I didn't do this in the 2D pixel. Would have taken longer. A lot longer. Oh, Coffee Center do it themselves? Okay. I know that sometimes like fans do stuff like that, so that's why I wasn't sure. Oh my god, let me flee. Yeah, I mean, not surprising. It's not. I doubt they'll be able to probably make them themselves in house. So yeah. I wouldn't have thought they would actually put it on Kickstarter though. That's pretty cool though. I'm pleased. Oh, we are in a world, huh? 1 minute we're checking out a big old book, and now we're in some place called Galenho. That's quite something. Oh, imagine there's nothing stopping us having fun while we're doing it. I mean, we came with it as well, right? I have no choice but to do what it wants me to do. Just says he's somewhere here in this town. I'm like, okay. Is it gonna be a random encounter, or... Oh my god. Fine, it's murder. You chose it. I wanted to do this peacefully, but you decided not to. In that moment when you're like, hey man, I should just run away, and no, it's quicker just to beat the shit out of them. Hey. Also, I don't think we're going to be getting any more of the disaster class hero. I feel like that's a shame. Mostly because I think the artist might have actually died. Not sure. Hey, so that's what a lot of people are saying. So, I gotta put a bit of a damper, just a little bit on, you know, more chapters. Da, ba, da, ba, da. I can see the tricking culprit right over there. Murder. Alright, no, I get to kill you first. I mean, it's been that long now, it's just like, oh no. Although there has been some new chapters of solo leveling coming out, which have been done by the rest of the team in Memorandum. Which is nice. This live here is hard to beat. I could just keep drawing up new fans. Hey, that a human? You gotta hear me play, right? What are you banging about? You want me to give the lad back after all the trouble I went through to snare it? Bad chat to that. This thing is great. Maybe I miss with him and my bongo banging brethren, you see? My rhythm's all over the place and I can't sing for toffee. Whatever wanted is but an audience that appreciates something a bit different. You strum the lyre and a whole bunch of alternative music fans show up to kick it up with me. I've never had so much fun. You're gonna try and make me give it back. I'm gonna have to beat you black and blue. Drum roll, please. Oh, so it's a wongo bongo. Oh no. Hey, Kelly-chan. No, I actually want you to sap them. Yes. Spells. I mean, who needs a heal, really? I mean, I'd say probably her sister. Damn it, yo. Damn it, yo. Reminds me a little bit of, Boo. I think it's, was this Boo from Dragon Ball Z? But green instead of purple. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I do want to play that. And definitely is on my list, but yeah, just too expensive. I was going to just straight up get it, but then I was like, no, I will resist. Sadly. And there's nothing to apologize for. It is a good tune. And he actually does sing it in that game too. Ooh, I am glad to know that. I wasn't sure if he did sing Back in Batai in that. Maybe they added it in. We've been forced to do the old school pixel game for this. It's fine, but If anyone puts it damage, it's dead. It's still alive. It's very much still alive. So, what's your verdict so far then of Ishin Kiwami? I would love to know. But mostly just because I too wish to, you know. Eric has fallen over and can't do anything. Eric, my dude, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? This is why Jasper is superior to you. In every way. Ooh, critical hit, and it's dead. That's a murder. That's a murder right there. Yeah, heal. Critical spell. I have not seen a critical spell outside of this bit, so I don't know what that looks like in 3D. 458. That was the boss. Nice. The monster of the liar here is no more. Go and give the old man who asked you to get it back the good news. But the Tucker's coolest place in Gallenholm, was it? Apparently, it was named after its founder, who's a famous bard. Been quite something to have a town named after him. I'd love to hear him sing. But what's down here? Oh, it does not sound like a good idea to go any further. Yeah, I mean, there is a demo you can play. The demo is a little bit fiddly, and the problem with the demo is it just throws you in, like the deep end straight away. Lo, the wanderer returned. It seemeth that thou hast recovered our beloved lyre. Privy, hand it to me. Praise be the lyre returned just the times people reflect and return home once more. Words alone cannot adequately express my gratitude. But perhaps this can. Now be laid to rest again beside he who once echoed such sweet music from his strings. It is thanks to thee that those of generations yet to come might seek out our greatest treasure. Should any need arise, posterity will thank thee, friend. You completed the Heart Horrors quest. Good work! I feel like I achieved something. After tell I've heard that the greatest hero of our realm hath laid aside forth from the great castle Tantagel. Might pay him town a visit perhaps. My heart sorroweth at the very thought of our being graced by his presence. Damn way. Good morrow, noble wanderer and saviour of our town. I bid thee welcome to my humble establishment. Can we not rest? I would like to... Fuck you. So who can actually do well with Gold Bracer? Defense and charm. Okay. Welcome back, Gwen. When we fled the invasion of the fiends, I fear that I might ne'er again set eyes upon my beloved home. Yet here I am, thou hast made an old man very happy. Are you calling out lurkers? Man, don't do that. Or just randomly shouting at Zente. I don't know. I don't know if he's here lurking. Just random to shout out Zente. I mean, we do, but I wasn't blaming him. I was a demon. So return to what tells you how to regale me with this time. Alright, you can blame Zente. As the meriting and everything that happened during his adventures in the past. Goodness me, Gallenholm was besieged by monsters, you say? Perhaps these are merely the musings of an old man, but I have a feeling that the vandal who fit to face our beloved books may be attempting to rewrite history itself. As long as you are able to visit each of the heroic ages and right the wrongs that have been wrought there, the proper flow of time will be restored soon enough. I think he is streaming right now, actually. In which case, you'll need to continue to seek out and speak with the Tockles who are travelling the length and breadth of Adriad in search of past words. The more of them you learn, the more ancient ages you'll be able to visit. If anyone can find them all and put things right, it's you! It's time for you to shine, dear hero. As Tockles, our sacred mission has always been to ensure that the great deeds of the past remain intact for the sake of the future. But we need your help. Please, history itself hangs in the balance. Oh no, not Fortnite again. What happened? What did they do to corrupt the kids of this generation again? Please be dispatched to a video to search for passwords. Should you clock one in your travels, be sure to say hello. Pui. I mean, I have no idea. So... That sounds like a freaking telephone. Welcome back, Luminary. I heard you took a moment to listen to the mayor's request for assistance. Thank you and good luck. I'm Tickle, Ickle's uncle. Come and talk to me again when you decide the time is right for a trip to Tickington. Oh, wait a second. The mayor had something on me to pass on. I'd give a proper ticking off if I forgot. I like his bow tie. It's adorable. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Bring back the past. Turn back the clock. There's occasional talkers who are searching for passwords. Oh, so it lets me know where they're located anyway. Okay, that's fine. I'll find time for it. Good luck. I just can't wait for the greatest game of this year, which is going to be Suicide Squad. Man, I can't wait for another live service title. I just don't know why I'm fighting Gimp Rabbits right now, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. That sounds easy. You're a pro gamer. I believe in you. See? Pro gamer.
Thanks.
In a gimp mask, Kayla. I don't know why, but it must die. I love that he does an EI strike, just tricking Eric. He's such a weeb, I love it. I believe in you. What was it? There you go. Sparkly spots, local monsters, nearby quests. Yeah, that's like nothing. Zoom. Oh my! This is the world map. Okay, I almost didn't want to look at this. Oh my god, that's big. Oh, big enough at least. Anyway, it lets me zoom to places. Hope you're not fancy plagued. Oh, I hope I'm not fancy plagued either. Please don't. God, they're adorable. Actually, like, does she do any decent damage with a spear? I don't really know, if I'm honest. I mean, she does 12 damage. That's better than no damage, I guess. No level? We were kind of at least... there you go, I'm the breadwinner. Finally, someone's accepted me for who I am. Well, I'm going the wrong freaking way. I'm supposed to be going south. I was literally right where I needed to be, and then I got turned around completely. Because of Tickington. Hey. Look at that little bow tie. He's so adorable. Oh, not me. Pass without a pass. Has Eddie's having trouble keeping water down and other stuff in? Ooh. Wait, what do you mean by fancy plagues? I do have a cough, and I did have quite a very bad like flu type illness last week. I'm still recovering, Kayla. That's why I wasn't on for almost a week. Well, over a week apparently. Apparently it was almost 2 weeks. I'm like, I don't think it's 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, maybe at least that. Yeah, well, everything seems to be in order. Here you go. So I'm also not really doing many voices as well. Luckily, I haven't been throwing up or anything. But I streamed last year. How dare you? Your diary needs updating.
Let's do this.
But also, weird that I'm in your diary. Last year was 2022. We're in 2023 now. I don't think it's COVID that I got, but whatever. I mean, yeah, I lost my sense of like taste, but I literally lost it for a night and that was it. And I got it back the next day. And even then it was mostly because I burnt my tongue. So, yeah. I mean, it could have been, but it didn't seem like it. Because like I said, every time I did a test, it was always negative.
Thank you.
It could also be a variant. Blinking lights. I did not see any blinking lights. I just had a very, very, just very, very tired. No, I didn't see any blinking lights, personally.
What do we do now?
But like, there's so much variety and stuff like that. It's a crazy. Yeah. I definitely did have a fever on like the one night, but that was just at like high temperature. You're now the Highlander of COVID. There will only be one. I mean, I never caught it. Yeah, I had it for like literally just a night. That's why I'm just like, I don't know who mine was. Because it was like, a lot of the symptoms just went within a day. I had several different symptoms all at once, but like, they were all gone after a day. Did you just blocked it? Well done, you. You had to live a bit longer. Not much longer, but still longer. It's still really jarring how big Seda is, because she's actually quite tall. Yeah. I still didn't go to work until like literally last week when I was thinking, yeah, I feel well enough to do so. Or was it more like this week, should I say? She sticks her little tongue. That's adorable. Fizzle and then bang. Nice. Like, she says she's not a kid, but she acts like a fucking brat. So it's kind of hard to really believe her, if I'm honest. So it's not showing me what I need on the map. That's okay. I mean, at some point, if it needs be, I'll have to just Google it. Like, I'm not seeing any of these things with their with their words. Like, that's because none of the words are here. Shut up. Yep, the Sultanate of Galapagos Island, I suppose. It's time for Pokemon. Oh yeah. What's happened? Horsey. Wait, are we gonna meet what's meant to be one of the best characters in the game? Huh. I mean, there's a circus here. I can only imagine, maybe.
Oh, just look at all these people. How marvelous. Is there some kind of festival going on, I wonder?
Why don't you look ginormous there?
Yes, of course.
I don't like the fact that you look like you're scheming something, Veronica. Or maybe I do.
Galapagos is the kingdom of the desert knight, isn't it? And of the racetrack where they love to compete. I think we've arrived in town just in time for the horse racing festival.
Well, you go play with ponies if you like. I'm off to look for the Yggdrasil branch. That's why we're here, in case you've forgotten.
I didn't forget.
Oh, let Mr. Moody No Fun go off on his own if he wants. There's nothing to stop us having a little look around while we're here.
She's gonna get a head pat at some point. That's gonna happen. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Yo! And all day traveling in these stores, there's rarities and bargains galore. What's that? Have I come across some kind of special branch? I do remember hearing about some valuable branch over or other that the Sultan owned. We should ask him about it. It's the big palace up at the top of the stairs in the middle of the city. Can I just go in? Oh, good day to you. I assume you were here to sample Gallipolis' world-renowned cactus cutlet? If so, I'm afraid I have bad news for you. The kitchen is currently closed while I just dedicate my energies to improving the recipe. I am certain the golden globule would intensify the flavor tenfold. But acquiring such an ingredient is easier said than done. The golden globes, the cacti who carry them, are extremely vicious. They pose no threat for a young and no doubt vigorous individual such as yourself, I am sure. Perhaps you could assist me. Would you be willing to hunt down a golden globe in order to acquire the golden globule I require in order to perfect my cutlets? Yes! You will. Oh, praise the sands. I can assure you that you are about to play a crucial role in culinary history. The golden globes which drop the golden globule that I require are a curious piece. They are occasioned alongside the cactobal brethren in combat, as in the desert surrounding Gallipolis. Not the most common of creatures, I confess, but you'll engage, if you were to engage in a cactables in battle, be sure to encounter one eventually. I only require a single golden globule. That will be more than enough for the culinary experiment I wish to perform. I pray that it will not take too long for you to find one and deliver it to me. I'm sure we'll encounter one at some point. It's a circus! I'm already amazed. So probably Jesse, we're getting ready. If you want to chat, now's your chance. Thanks for letting me know, just in case I happen to be an assassin. Interesting circus, eh? Well, I'm the ringmaster. We're getting ready for our biggest show of the year. The annual Sand National Special. Well, Papa, this time we managed to sign the great Sylvando, one of the world's top performers. The kid's sales have gone through the roof. Can't believe we got him. I'm sure if he refuses, he's renowned for wanting to do his own thing. Hi. Oh, hey, honey. How sweet of you to come back here to see me. Are you a fan? No. Hey, there's no be shy. I don't bite. You're here for the show. You won't have to wait long. Oh, it's going to be fabulous, darling. My best yet. Oh, no. Yeah, good luck. Are you trying to get yourself the TT man? Because, yeah, good luck. Abso-freaking-lutely good luck. There's a lot of jugglers. Doggo! We pat the doggo. Good boy. What's wrong with you? The crossbow's my best friend. It's my life, and yet my crossbow alone is not enough. There's nothing about the crossbow kid. You're just very, very butch. Oh, I'm not shooting you. What you seem suspicious? Are you? Yes, you must be the Darkspawn. I'm only joking. No children report here. Yeah, real good joke. How much longer must I wait? Must the sun's torture me so? Ah, good day to you. Perhaps wondering why I'm standing here, yes. The truth is I am a painter and I am waiting for a scene worthy of being immortalized by my hand. I have already envisioned the sort of image I would like to paint, a mighty magnificent conflict unfolding in the desert. Alas, sans have yet to oblige me, there is something missing. What could it be? The setting is perfect, there are plenty of spitfires and but of course conflict, cataclysmic, chaotic conflicts in the form of magnificent moves such as Wild Side. Wait, perhaps you could assist me. Venture out into celestial sands and slay a spitfire, unleashing your Wild Side. That will provide me a tableau truly worthy of my talents. Hey, that's one way to wake up though. Seems not realize a struggling artist in his hour of need. Oh, wonderful, 1,000 thank yous. Yours is the kind of attitude that can inspire a masterpiece, I'm sure. Now, before you venture into the sands, I feel that I should remind you that the wilds are going to be performed by 3 very specific people. That should give you an idea of its power and its beauty. Do you want to know what exactly needs to be pepped up in order to perform it? Use those attributes from the menu and press A to find out more about your pet powers. Now get out there and show me the beauty of battle. I'm sure that you immortalize in canvas. I find it crazier that you were counting. But GG. GG indeed. How ironic as well, because I recall as well, Zente is actually in the desert while he's doing things. And I too am now in the desert. Pep powers! I didn't see the pep. I know. You have wild side. Okay. So I just gotta get pepped up. Chadge. That'll happen at some point. That won't be a problem. Oh no, are they having a fight? Oh no, take my tips and win big. How about you? Everyone wishes for Prince Faris to understand why. Indeed, he's a fine horseman by all account. I said the foreman cannot see Faris being beaten, especially his riding Sharka. Do I get to ride horsey? I'd like to ride horsey. You, man with nipples. What do you have for sale? There you go. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, screw it, you can have it. And is it going to be another old man in here? That's not a place I can go into. Oh, no, it's not. I like your mustache, good sir. It's very sexy. Pirate Pretty Dinner Service can also be used as a makeshift shield. Wait, she can use the shield? Oh. You did some adulting today. Nice. Oh, dear. I need to clean my bathroom. Hang on, are those bunny ears? They do give more stats. There's been a quick to go with bunny suit and fishnet. I do have fishnet stockings. I did get those before. Interesting. I don't like that Veronica can wear them. I don't have enough money. No, my money. My money! Nothing feels better than having brand new sheets to sleep in all honesty. Restores life. Was there anything I can just sell? No? I mean... probably those. I assume that I can. I mean, there's kitty litter, but I don't know if I can use that for anything yet still. I might be able to. I don't know. Oh mate, I've been having nothing but strepsils and freaking soothers to help. I really needed them. Wasn't there someone who could use that? Yeah, why is he not wearing it? I don't have the money. Oh dear. No, I want to buy it. Yes. Sarada will. She already has the fishnet stockings on, so all we need now is the bunny outfit itself. No. Not because of any sort of controversy. I did see you wishlisted it. But because, one, I'm not really interested in the first place. Two, I have a backlog and a half, hence why I'm going through Dragon Quest at the moment, as well as other stuff as well. And yeah, that's basically it, really. I just don't have the time to be bothered to play it. I might get cancelled on my answer. Ugh. Let people do it. Honestly. I'm still very much just let people play what they want to play. But I hope you're looking forward to it if you are going to be buying it yourself, since I saw you wishlisted it. It does look good though as a game. Oh yeah, it's because of JK. And yeah, I think it's just wrong that people are harassing others for it. I absolutely do. I understand, but yeah. That's the thing is, there's enough games as there is at the moment that I would like to get that I don't have the money or the time for. Literally, there's Hogwarts Legacy that's come out. Even if I wanted to buy that, no. Atomic Heart, that's also 50 quid. Then we've also got Kiwami Ishin, which I definitely want to play. That's 50 quid. Octopath Traveler 2 is also 50 quid. So yeah, I'd rather get through the backlog a bit more before, you know, anything else. I feel like it'd be a good idea. I mean, by all means, when it comes to the legacy game as well, I respect people for, like, if they want to boycott it due to, you know, reasons X, Y, and Z, just don't harass people. Yeah, like most people I've spoken to outside of Twitter, Kayla, are like basically the same as well. I did wonder if you were as well. Hence, well, with the name. I tend not to ask. I just treat people as people. Usually that's the easiest thing to do. It really is. I mean, I thought Atomic Heart was going to cause up another shitstorm because of it being basically Russian developers being funded and all that sort of stuff. But no, people are just like, oh my god, sexy robot ladies. It's like, yeah, the power of horny outdid the the power of rage, I guess. As usually tends to be the case. And yeah, I don't like the spoilering, but I also feel like, I mean, personally, I've seen the spoilers. I'm not going to tell anyone about the spoilers, obviously, because they're spoilers. But I would still probably enjoy it. I've seen plenty of people that I know enjoying it as well. Just having fun with it.
This race, my fellow Gallipolitans, this race.
Oh my god, he's stumpy.
Fellow Gallipolitans, this is no ordinary Sand National. This race marks the day that Faris, my son and heir, comes of age, and as such...
So yeah, don't you worry, Yoka. I am very, very much up to date with all the harassment. Not every single individual, but I'm very up to date with people being harassed. Like, I know Silverveil in the end told people to fuck off and grow up. And I think it was Pikmi, she got like completely harassed off the game and no longer wants to touch it on stream.
No. An event of such significance must have eloquence to match. Such functional pleasantries will not thrill my beloved subjects.
Fair enough.
And who exactly might you be?
Is it Michaelatron?
An audience today. You must leave immediately.
Because I can understand people misreading it as Michelletron. Honestly, stay off of Twitter for a bit, at least in terms of like anything to do with trending. Maybe it's done me fucking wonders. It really has. Just know that it's the extremists on both sides. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just the crazy people.
Father, my training is complete.
I don't like this man. Oh, already I just do not like this man.
Then give me the pledge.
I love the fact that he's got someone actually put time into crafting that chest hair on that Sultan's body.
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom his master. He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
I also look forward to playing Ishin Kiwami, where I get to have a naked, steamy wrestle in a sauna. Was I right in it being Michaela? Because I literally get called Michaela. Not as like a bad thing or a good thing, whatever. Sometimes people just call me that as like a sort of like as a nickname, which is really annoying to me, but it's like whatever.
Yes, very good. The knight's pledge must always be your guide, my
But
son.
then again, the one who also calls me that, like, there's a girl at work, she prefers to go by the name of H rather than Halima, so I just call her Hachel. Like Rachel, but with a H.
You are a man now, Faris. And tomorrow's race shall prove it. You must show your people that you are worthy of their adulation.
'Cause I've had a few also misread Michael just straight because my name is Michael as Michaela, you see, so I could feel that pain when it would be misread either way.
Fear not, beloved father. I shall disappoint neither you nor they.
And it's not like the name is exactly uncommon outside of English-speaking countries. I do like his hat though.
Oh.
Oh, you're checking us out.
What is your name, stranger? And what brings you to Gallopolis?
Robert introduces himself and explains that he's come to Gallopolis in search of a mysterious branch.
Surely he speaks of the rainbow. It is the only treasure of our kingdom that would warrant such a description.
I mean, it basically is at this point, in all honesty.
I believe I can assist you, friend. Visit me in my chambers at the foot of the great staircase. I shall await you there.
I don't like this proposition, Prince Faris. But okay, I will come naked. I mean, I would, unless it's, I mean, most of the time if I hear the name Jen, I'm going to think Jenna or Jenny, which is most of the time a girl's name. Oh, I've got to earn it. That's fine, Chocobo. I'll do it. Gonna get myself some oil. Gonna get myself some PuffPuff. Let's go. They don't like the bards in this place, do they? That's why he's outside. Yeah, it can be Jenna. In fact, someone I knew also was called Jen, which was like I think it's more of an American thing, maybe, because America likes to do things differently, as always. Also cat. Look at it, look at him. Wait, this place has a load of cats. How many cats are here? Just say hello to the kitties. Has home to a great many cats. Alas, the knights are not in the least bit interested, so it's just maids who must take care of them. Yes! Look at them! You're having a nuzzle wuzzle. Perfect. Not as good as Stray, but still pretty good. Cat physics. Ba, 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 ba. Wait, where is it? I need to go. Oh. Yeah, I don't understand how people can keep swapping the E and the A around. I do not understand that. And it irks me to no end. It really did. Oh, the Prince's bedchambers are in the right. Okay. Let me grab a cat while I'm at it. My lord. Smooch.
Ah, you came. Thank you.
Foreshadowing.
Yes, yes. Your height and physique are perfect, and you have the face of one who knows horses. You should be aware that the branch you seek is a priceless royal treasure. My father is unlikely to give it away freely to some wandering stranger.
But I'm the luminary. I could just show that I'm the luminary, surely.
However, he might be persuaded to part with it if the request came from his beloved son. I have but one small favor to ask in return. But the palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Will you join me there?
They have a culture of horse racing in this city, and there's a horse racing championship coming up. So, yeah. No.
Oi! What are you saying? We need that branch.
Veronica, please. I have to say no to see what the reactions are to everything. It's like literally...
Of course we'll come to the circus with you, Your Highness. We love the circus, Your Highness. I'm sure it will be wonderful.
There's a moment where the little girl is like, can you find my father? No.
Then it is agreed. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late, please.
Ponies! Yes, I'm sure my father could be persuaded to part with the rainbow if the request came from his beloved son. I have a once more favour to ask in return. But the palace walls are so many unwelcome ears. The circus will put literally the same words. Okay, that's fine. Could have shortened it down, but that's okay. Give me this cat. Meow. I can't wait for Stray 2, where it's going to be an open world game. No, I want the cat. With like skill trees and everything. Could you imagine? No shortening. We must suffer with the length of it. It's fine. Fuck your pot. Da, 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 da. I think I've literally got to wait till evening. Oi, yo, give me a ticket. Oh, I'm sorry, the tent's not open during the daytime. Come back this evening if you want to see the circus. I love how English everyone is in this, no matter where they are. Yo, welcome to our inn, weary travellers. Let's spend the night or just rest for a while. In either case, I can offer you a rate of 32 gold. Rest a while. Until night. Yeah, Stray 2 is going to be a live service, and if you pre-order it, you get... I'm at 666 money. Anyway, you pre-order it, you get yourself, like, a weapon skin. Which is just like, wait, what do you mean a weapon skin? It's like, yeah, you get a camo for your gun. It's like, well, no! Circus, 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 circus. Oh. You came, excellent. To notice the circus that you speak for you, albeit be never heard. Shall we go inside? No. Hello, go and do what you must do. And come and talk to me. Oh. Yep, you get 9 lives instead of 1. And a t-shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the act you've all been waiting for. The Wandering Wonder, who amazes audiences wherever he goes. Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other. Prepare yourselves for the Great Sylvander!
Oh, that sounds horrible, but adorable at the same time. He's fabulous. Comes with his own bag of catnip. Oh, she very much misses me. She's doing okay though. She's not been able to jump as much though. Is she older? Yes, indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please! There is no need to be afraid! The great Sylvando will never endanger his adoring audience.
And apparently he's canonically gay as well. And that makes him probably one of the only actual gay characters that Square Enix have ever actually probably made.
After all, darlings, you are the ones who make this show so special! I love you all! Thank you!
In a JRPG.
Thank you!
And yes, he does become a party member at some point, I believe. I've seen his silhouette a few times. He's fucking fabulous.
Quickly, we must talk while the people are distracted. And please, not a word of this to anyone. Now, as you may be aware, the Sun National is the most important event of the year here in Gallopolis. And tomorrow, I am due to make my debut in the race to end all races. However, there is a problem. One teeny tiny, terrible problem.
He's afraid of horses.
I cannot ride.
Oh.
In fact, I have barely so much as sat in a saddle.
I expected that too, but I wanted it to be that he was afraid of horses. Yeah.
What?
Their entire...
I have so far been able to hide this unfortunate fact, but if I were to take part in the race, the inconvenient truth would surely be uncovered.
Yeah, their entire identity is that they ride horses here, and he is the prince of this frickin' place.
And yet I have no choice.
I know,
For
right?
the Prince of Gallopolis not to take part in the Sun National on the year of his coming of age is unthinkable! Unthinkable! So you see, your coming here was fated. It is a sign. The forces of destiny mean me to use you as my double. Ta-da!
Ah, that's why he's checking us out.
Your double? How's that gonna work? Won't everyone notice as soon as he walks out onto the track?
And you know what's also shocking as well, Sparkles? They added one, and they didn't make it a horrendous stereotype like they usually do.
Ah, the fates have provided that also. For you see, the royal family always races in full armor, lest the unthinkable occur. His face will be hidden from view. Oh, please, please. I beg of you. You must help me. You must enter the Sun National in my place.
I mean, it could still mean Chicken City, who knows?
You are the most pathetic excuse for a prince I've ever seen. If you think we're going to help you lie to your people, you've got another thing coming.
Veronica, we need the branch, okay, love?
Is that so? Then I assume that your need of the rainbow is not so great after all.
Wow. Talk about shameless.
I love her. I love her.
Call me what you will, it changes nothing. You will do as the fates wish and take my place in the race? Yes?
I told you he was an asshole when we met him. No.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. I could not hear you over the noise of the crowd. Allow me to ask again. Will you enter the Sand National in my place?
I have no choice. Once again, no choice.
I knew you would see sense in the end. Thank you. I will talk to my father about the rainbow as soon as the race is over. You have my word. I took the liberty of arranging rooms for you at the inn. Rest well. I will see you in the stables, bright and early.
I know, yeah.
You will find the stable entrance in the western part of the city. Do not be late. Now, I must be on my way. Farewell, friends.
It's like when you're speaking to Veronica and you're like, you know, don't you want to know my name? No, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the wind. I mean, we don't, unfortunately, Zunsu, but I do wish to. He's a prince of this fair town. The idiot still well, when company spend the night in the rooms Prince Faris arranged for them. Then morning comes. He's wearing the crown's freaking colours on the tabard and everything. At least put more work into disguise than just a hood. Good morning, I hear that you spent the evening at the circus. Was it not the most wonderful spectacle? And today is the day of the Sand National, so much to enjoy. The streets outside are already full of life. Pardon? You wish to find the royal dressing room? Why, it is the grandest room in the stables, of course. It's the west of the paddock. Enjoy the race. Anyway, Zunsu, my dear, what do you mean by that raiding with the death of you? Oh yeah, I'll be fine after that, don't you worry. Is this the place? Prince Faris, His Highness is through here in the royal dressing room. May remember to be respectful, please. Congratulations. It still looks like a chef's hat. Mention your statics. Yes, you have. Thank the stars, I was beginning to worry that I might actually have to try and ride a horse. Now come, the race will begin shortly, and fear not. I remember my promise. If you do as we agreed, I'll ask my father about the branch. Well, are you ready? No. But you've not made your preparation? Then please you must hurry. Come. Oh, fine. See, there's moments where you can say no. Good. Fear not. They will fit you perfectly, I'm sure. Oh no. Takes the prince's armor and helm and puts them on. Is it they're made for you? No one suspects you for a moment that you are not in fact the Prince of Gallopolis. Now the race is about to begin. Your steed waits outside. Ensure safely mounted and make your way through to the paddock. The racetrack lies beyond. Meet me afterwards in the passageway that leads to the racetrack. You give me the helm, and no one would be any the wiser. New people apparently found out it wasn't working out for them about 2 hours before race start. Oh god. Now go remember, you're the Prince of Gallopolis, and your public expect great things of you. Don't make a fool of me. It's like today, I had a phone call from a 16-year-old lad who was asking me about his interview he's having tomorrow at my workplace. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I have been told nothing about any interviews. And if you've been good, he's like, oh, well, what should I do? I was phoned, but I was told that I'd get called again. And they said that I have an interview at 11. Well, if you can make it, then come in for it. If you can't, then don't. You can always ring at 10 or 9 or whatever, and you still see if it's on. I'm just there like, what do you want me to say? I have no idea. Is this my horse, or did I just steal a random horse? Ah, Prince Faris, I trust that you're fully prepared for the race. The finest steeds in all the realms await you. Please, take the saddle and proceed to the track. Your adoring public awaits. What if I decide to run away? I'm at it. Oh, but where you go, your highness? Please, you must mount your steed and make your way to the racetrack. The start of the Sand National is imminent. I guess I can't escape. Run over the children! Oh, I can't. I mean, good, I can't. Prince, the real Prince Faris. Man, we'll show what I was looking amazing. Try and get out of this instant. Your Highness, 1,000 pardons. I don't know how these children got in here. I said they were removed immediately. Look, I tried to do it and it wouldn't let me, so it's okay. My preparations are complete. I have no idea what preparations I need. With their heads. Like children? In my vicinity? Get rid of them.
Hello, Galopolitans. This is no ordinary Sand National.
Hooray! All hail Prince Varys!
Damn. I love how they reuse that man so often with the freaking mascot.
Prince Varys!
What, you mean the girl with the bunny ears? Damn, Zensu. You should sue.
Such a fine figure of a man.
Like, do I have the cursor? No, I don't have the cursor. But the lady behind the lady at the front looks like a very unique model. Oh, you mean the Sultana? Well, the Sultan? Well, you are at least royalty. He has chest hair.
It must be wonderful to be so popular, darling. But of course, you are used to it. Being a real live prince, huh?
His horse, what the fuck?
The name's Silvando, by the way. One of the other riders had a little whoopsie, so I had to step in at the last minute.
Yeah, if anyone tries to tell me that this man is not written to be Camp AF, then there is something wrong with them because he is fantastic already.
But don't think I'll be going easy on you just because you're royalty. Where would be the fun in that? Try to keep up, little princey.
Flamboyant. I don't know if there's a new term for it these days. Or like another term at least. It's a term I've always known. To send your horse speeding ahead, an extra tug on the reins for a nice tight turn around those tricky corners. Your trusty steed's stamina will steadily subside as it tears around the track. So fabulous! Oh yeah, shit. Damn. How fast is that fucking horse? That's fun, fabulous, man. Go, go, go. It's time for some drifting. It's DQ11 drifting time. We're not in the race. Oh my god, this reminds me of Choco Racing. I always lose in that as well. Back you. I'm like literally not allowed to lose this. It's illegal. That horse is too fabulous. Yeah, that man is zooming. I win! Nice work! Nice work! Good job, you won. My immersion is ruined though, I agree. Where were the air physics in this? The resistance was nowhere.
Magnificent! I hardly dare think that you might actually win. Now quickly, my public await. I shall take the reins from here.
Can we just stab him right now and take the victory anyway?
Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise. I will discuss the rainbow with my father just as soon as my people have finished showering me with adulation.
But you said you've never rid a horse before. So, how are you going to ride? Oh, whatever. Good luck. You do you. The cheers of Prince Faris as the door in public fill the air as he makes his way out onto the track.
Praise the fates. Our plan was a success. Thank you. You have spared me great humiliation. I will go immediately to my father and ask about the rainbow.
All hail Prince Faris, pride of the desert, horseman extraordinaire. Darling, you are fabulous. It was enough to bring a tear even to my jaded eye.
Oh.
Wait, don't tell me you were... Surely you didn't let your understudy take the stage for the command performance? Oh, this is too good!
Wait, but you do not understand the pressure I am under. A prince of Gallopolis who could not ride a horse is a disgrace to the kingdom.
You're making it worse for yourself, Faris.
I did what was necessary for the sake of my people. And now all can be forgotten. Yes?
And there was silly old Silvando thinking that knights never retreated in the face of adversity.
Silence! I am the prince of this kingdom, and I will not have a traveling jester lecture me on chivalry.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
Oh no.
Enter.
It's getting worse.
The Sultan wishes to see you, Your Highness. Your magnificent display of horsemanship has pleased him greatly.
Very good. I will come right away.
Did I do too well?
My
Maybe I
promise
did.
still stands. Come to the throne room in a little while. We will see what can be done about this branch of yours.
You're terrified of second pony? I don't know, that feels like code to me.
So nice to see a royal with the common touch. You were wonderful out there today, darling. Maybe we'll get to share the stage again soon.
I'm terrified. Both helping Prince Faris out of a sticky situation by taking his place in the Sad National. I don't even look at the map. No. Okay. Like it is still a pretty large map, but like we've almost gone the breadth of this entire continent right here. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Hey, these kids are still here. Why haven't they been dealt with? I'm just here for the cats. That's all I care for. Meow. To a friend of mine, apparently the way we are doing two snakes will make it so we just have to stand still and look at whatever we need to look. I mean, fair enough. Honestly, I've seen P8S and I'm like, nope, no, 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 no.
Truly, I am humbled. All I have ever desired is to fulfill my duties as a prince and as a knight.
But sadly, of course, like, the main thing that's holding Zunsu and their team back is the other stuff. Yeah. If it purrs, I must go for it. Every game needs cats these days. I mean, even Hi-Fi Rush has cats.
Father, if I may, I have promised to assist these travelers. Would you permit me to explain?
Gladly, my son. It warms my heart to see you aiding those in need. Truly, you have taken the knight's pledge to heart.
Thank you, Father. The truth of the matter is that my friends here have come to Gallopolis in search of the rainbow.
Your Majesty, the beast has returned. It attacked one of our men while we were out on patrol.
Yeah, you are the Sultan of Galapagos. You are this man's father. Congratulations, Zensu. Not only do you have the responsibility of a nation, but you're also a father. But at least you have a lot of cats in your palace.
Why must the accursed creature always appear on this, the happiest day of the year?
And you like horses.
We will stand for this no longer. I must dispatch my finest knights and ensure that the fiend never again returns to terrorize the celestial sands.
Yes.
But wait. My boy, the fates are speaking to us. Capturing the Slayer would be the perfect way to show your people what a fine knight you have become.
Zensu, you're sending your son off to die.
What? Oh, Father, so many of our bravest men have confronted the creature and perished. Surely, I do not stand a chance.
You know what? I actually don't mind the voice. At first, I was a little unsure with some of the voice acting in this game, but it's grown on me way more than I thought it would do.
Truly, it is the most able who are the most humble. But you cannot hide your true feelings. You are trembling with excitement.
If you take it with like how it's meant to be, which is less serious, it's fucking amazing.
This is your moment, Faris, my boy. Capture the Slayer and take your place in history.
I'm seriously trying to place his accent though.
But very well, Father. Yay! I shall begin my preparations right away.
Yay! That's how I would feel. It's like, yay! Oh boy, I can't wait to do this. He's terrified.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. The rainbow will have to wait. Meet me in my chambers. There is something we must discuss.
Do you need to change your underwear as well, Ferris? Jesus.
Just breathe, Faris.
Yeah, I mean, there's been no real blood and gore in this so far, and everything's been generally done with a smile, so, you know.
Please, I beg of you, the Slayer of the Sands will tear me limb from limb unless you aid me. Have pity on a desperate soul.
I'm level 13.
Spoken like a true desert knight. Seriously, can't you handle this on your own?
No, such a thing is impossible. I am no knight. I neglected my training. I allowed my vassals to fight all my battles for me.
He's just such a spoiled rich kid.
Oh, it is not my fault. I am an only child. I was coddled from birth and praised for the most insignificant of achievements.
It was his upbringing, Zensu. Really, what truly are Father of the Year.
I did not wish to disappoint my parents or my people, so I found ways of seeming to fulfill their expectations without necessarily doing so. But the more I fulfilled them, the more their expectations grew, and now finally they expect the impossible. Oh, it's so unfair.
I mean, you reach what you sowed, my dude.
Don't you see? If you refuse to help me, I will be sent to my doom.
I mean, to be fair, probably.
Fault of my own. Please, will take pity on your old friend.
Which is, and I wasn't expecting it to be a comical JRPG adventure. I am okay with it though, and I've grown to love it. No.
I am begging you. Begging! If you will not do it for me, do it for Gallopolis!
No.
I am begging you!
Yeah, he's gonna repeat it, obviously.
Oh, thank you! 10,000 thank yous! And fear not, I will speak to my father about the rainbow as soon as the beast is captured.
Yeah, I know.
We must make preparations to depart immediately. I will await you at the castle gates.
It's just shocking because it's from the same company that also gives us Final Fantasy, which ends up mostly being on the other end of the spectrum of being like edgy stories. But Dragon Quest, I feel like, tends to be made more for the Japanese audience, and then Final Fantasy for the international.
Excuse for a prince. Goodness knows what'll become of Gallopolis with him in charge.
And you can see the difference.
Oh, we mustn't be so hard on him, Veronica. I'm sure it can't be easy growing up with everyone expecting so much of you.
I mean, even the dragon we encountered in the caves was adorable and comical. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's so weird. It's such a strange company that plays. And then you got like its CEO talking about friggin' NFTs and the blockchain and all that. And then you just got all the other studios just like, just ignore him. I mean, it still is serious, but I mean, like, there's a lot more comedic moments than I expected. That was Dragon Warrior. I mean, that's a different thing altogether. Oh, Prince Faris waving goodbye. Oh. Ah, there you are. Which of my men to outside the city gate. Come and join us as soon as you're ready. Really? I mean, there's definitely a lot of Rule 34.
How could you do this to us? You have volunteered us for certain death.
I think I know the character as well, which the pawn was probably involved with, and that's the one we haven't met yet, and she is the brunette with in the ponytail.
Fear not, trusted retainers. We do not journey into the jaws of danger alone.
Yeah.
Impeccable timing as always. Allow me to introduce our knights in shining armor. These brave adventurers have agreed to capture the Slayer for us.
I mean, look at the CEO of freaking Ubisoft. He's blaming the developers and studios on the lack of profit pretty much for the company, when it's his leadership and visions that led them into that in the first fucking place.
Now, the beast's lair is said to be located deep within the Celestial Sands. The fastest route is through the checkpoint to the west. We march immediately for Gallopolis!
I mean, he's French. What do you expect?
Gallopolis. Yeah!
Yay, Gallopolis!
Yeah!
Veronica!
Room for a little one? Oh, I'd hate to miss a good beast hunt.
Huh?
Did you just dab?
There's no such thing as a good beast hunt, friend. If I were you, I'd run along back to the circus.
Well, aren't you just a lovely, patronizing little dear? Look, I'm worried about the half-wit prince getting himself killed. Can I come with you or not?
You know what? I love the fact that their outfit designs are kind of like believably in the world. Like they're bland and common, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. No.
Playing hard to get, huh? Ooh, you are a one. I'm not letting you leave without me, though. You need me even if you don't know it yet. Lead on, darling!
I have no choice. So do I just get all 5 in the team? No, but wait. Is he just going to appear in battle as a guest? Maybe. He might do, actually. Oh, God, he might do. Is he just... Yeah, we have 5 people with us. Oh, boy. What the fuck is this? It's just... The fuck is that? 5 people on the battlefield. Can I have 5 people on the battlefield? Is this one of those games where everyone can just be on the battle? Oh yeah, I told you he is flamboyant AF. I'd say surely not as well, but wow. Paralyzer is in the bargain. How's the Chimera? I mean, I would like to hope that might be the case. Okay, so she can use a shield if she's using a staff, like a wand. Like, she's got a fucking mirror as a thing. Whose turn is Veronica's? Oh, what's bang? Oh, damage to items with a small explosion. Yeah, that's true. That is true, actually. But that's still a shock. That's good, in a way. It's really weird. I don't know, that still seems like they could fit in more in the back there. Huh. It really does. Oh well, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just loving the fact that we just keep getting pleasantly surprised with everything, and I'm okay with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But yeah, usually it's a bad idea to look up anything to do with Dragon Quest 11. Well, to a degree, depending on without safe search on, because there's a lot of... Yeah, there's nothing like Veronica and Serena, maybe, but I know the other character does. But yeah. Wait, there's a shine next to the tree. I have to go back now. There was a shiny. Oh my god. There we go. We got a Doomberry. What it's worth. I have no idea what it's for. There's got to be alchemy at some point if we're not, you know, fun-sized apothecary as well. I probably could have... Yeah, I could have got a horse. I could have totally got a horse. To be fair, with me having so many people in the party, I might as well fight as much as possible. Noish. Need you to tell your sister. Because I've always found it, like, weird in JRPGs. Like, hey, we have all these people in our party. Let's only have 3 in fights. Or 4. Like, but what are the others doing? What are the others doing?
Oh, goody.
I mean, Persona 5 doesn't really count because Ryuji never existed anyway. And I'm honestly going to say my New Game Plus that I will probably go through incredibly slowly Yeah, Ryuji probably won't even ever be used. He'll just be relegated to never. Like, oh, but you can have him in your party. Can I? I'm removing. No, she didn't. She didn't. It's like right now you can't see his one either, so we didn't see her health when we didn't see her MP either. It's like right now, here we go. This is the overlay. Ah, you had a max of 4 members in that party? Ooh, that is one I'm going to have to play at some point. It's apparently one of the best JRPGs on PS2 as well. Bonk. At least he does damage. Like when she was just melee. But yeah, like he's not wearing anything fanciful. It's just like a thing, like a regular robe, and his is the most fanciful, being purple. And theirs are just like regular dresses you'd see maybe others wearing. I can become invisible. I am the chosen one. Wait, why is that shining gold? Oh wait, is that that's the golden globe? That's the one I need for the quest. I did not mean to defend. Whoops. I mean, even his looks like just like some sort of poor clown's outfit. It's a nice clown outfit. Blood for the blood god. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be in Defense's dance. What did the dance do?
Cool it.
That's the thing, I don't know what the dance did. Ah well, whatever. Not that one. Abilities, him with fire, no. They'll be helpful at some point, but not now.
You brought this on yourself.
Damn. We just gave that freaking thing an acid trip. Nice. Although I do miss the good old days where you're able to name like your entire crew of characters. It is what it is, though. Wait, does hallucinate make them hurt themselves? No, no. Finally, we have murdered them.
Another one bites the dust.
Good lord, that was a lot of XP. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, and the other one to do with Pep, which I need to have at some point work. 170-48, that's a lot of XP she needs, and she needs a lot of XP too. I've noticed that like I could level pretty quick to begin with, but now it requires a lot of XP to level. Oh my god, they're adorable. I kind of feel sorry. Just a little bit. Bonk. Like, I'm glad it doesn't do a lot of damage, but I'm also happy it gives them MP, so it's kind of still a good idea to attack them with your weapon. Yay! Oh yeah, he's fucking fabulous. He actually has a proper victory pose. I can't wait to see what his XP, his level up is like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to use the skills. Right, 10 SP. What can I go for? Dragon Slash, that seems like a pretty, like, big thing to go for, so I guess I'll go for that. Dragon Slash! What's this? Oh. The Miracle Slash skill. Oh, but I need 16 SP for that. That's okay. Eric only has 2. Only 2 still. That's fine. That's adorable. Oh, hello. Hello there, Mr. Luminary. I took my ticking time, but I found a password for you. I'm going to go in and say it now, so make sure you pay attention. It's... Doctor tells Wobbo the password it's found. Now visit Moonahan via the Altar the Legendary line. Tockety tick, you can use that password I gave you to visit another world from the Echo Chamber in Tickington. Then we'll talk about their wailing around the hours searching for passwords, you know. But take a moment to talk to me if you come across any. Yeah, I'm clocking up and trundling back to Tickington. Lovely meeting you and good luck with the rest of your adventure. Tick-tock. Bloody adorable. Right, what can we forge? I mean that one, yeah, what about armor? Can I make a gold ring? I have enough gold ore. Damn it. I mean, that's still pretty good, though. Not perfect, but good enough. I know, never mind it. It's happy of it being that, like... Yeah, maybe I need to make sure they're just in that bit and like I'm close enough. Yeah, because I want to make another ring anyway. I can give the accessory to both the girls. They need more defense than me. I know it wasn't perfect on both sides, but there's not much I can do about that. Or can I? 52. Oh. I meant to on this side. Damn it! Practice makes perfect. Why is that a success and the other one was perfect? Grr. Very terrible. Right, time to reforge these fishnet stockings. I don't have enough focus. Oh god. I mean, that might still improve it, but no, I don't have enough for that. Like, I'm sorry I didn't get your stockings sorted. Put them back on, Lacerda. I was like, what the fuck were you doing with them? Look, don't question. Sometimes it's better that way. Oh, there's forging in that game. Nice. Oh, good. A battle whip and a lance. Oh, I think I'm okay with what I've got right now. Let's save it. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's to redo the skill points. Okay. Yeah, depending on the item, it feels like forging is harder, but like obviously, if as I level up with the forging, it gets easier. This is what. Are you sure you're okay with having this Salvado go along for the ride? I feel like he's forced himself into the picture. It's on the run. It's not exactly going to help us keep a low profile. We're not safer out here now. Mr. Safari's joined us. I mean, you saw him at the circus. Not to mention the Sand National. He's clearly ever so talented. Yes, to slay the sand sounds terrifying, but I know we'll be able to catch you with Mr. Savada on our side.
Hello.
And it might be a bit different to most people you meet, but having him with us could be fun. Maybe useful in a fight too. It doesn't sound as though he'll slow us down, and if he's going to help us catch the Slayer, I don't see what we've got to lose.
Just the person I wanted
Okay,
to talk
honey, listen up. If we head west from Gallipolis, we'll come to 2 checkpoints. No one leads to special sands, and this whole Slayer thing is. Really shouldn't let this little princey poo get too far ahead of us. So let's head over there without further ado. I just gotta remember to actually get the horse. Horsey away! Bonk. Sometimes some of them get chosen and others just don't. Oh shit. He's come for revenge. I didn't do it, I'm sorry. Good. I just love the fact that I don't need to worry about his health. Like, that's the one handy thing about him being just a guest character. It's like, yeah, doesn't need to worry about the HP. I just think it'd be nice to do more than the attack. Even when we had Gemma, she healed us. Although Gemma is no longer with us, and I know how sad we all are over that fact that she's no longer with us, I'm more sad that Sandy's probably dead as well. You know what's probably going to be really bad? Is Gemma isn't dead, but Sandy still is. I'll be very sad if that's the case. You don't miss her. That's a lie. Oh, the Slayer that stands on the loose. I can't allow you to. Ah. She is. She's going to be the Demon Lord. They're the ones you become named Prince Faris, yes? Thousand pardons, His Highness. There's actually be instructed to go right on through. Thank you. Let's have a little look. What? Oh, is that like an AI thing? That's impressive. Goddamn rats in this desert. I genuinely feel mean doing this. Hello. What are these? What are these? Are they about to freaking like flash us or something? Prestidigitator. Krabby Dabby Do. What are the naming conventions in this? Apart from being amazing. I mean, it's been established they're amazing, but still.
You brought this on yourself.
They just cast Dazzle on us as we did to them. No! No, don't die! Veronica, you must live! Oh. Damn. That's impressive. I mean, they could do a lot with that, in all honesty. And sadly, it'll be used for porn first. Because that's always the case with anything. It's like, damn, this looks awesome. How will we use it in porn? But no. Stop this. Oh, society. I don't like how their fingers are very grabby. Oh god, is he shiny? Hello, I'm a researcher here from Stiffhelm. The Sultan of Gallopolis has given me special permission to investigate these ancient ruins, yes? The stars cannot be seen so clearly from here in the desert. That is why I'm thinking that these stones were used for some sort of star-related ceremony. I mean, it'll be pretty cool. Like, it's still pretty cool. Yeah, it's done. Wait, is this the thing? I think that's what we need to kill. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to try. It's probably going to go horrible. Oh shit, that missed. No, these things wouldn't be weak to fire. They live in the desert. Why did I think that would be a smart idea? Yeah, dum-dum. Is at this moment where I'm like, why aren't I getting any of the pep? Oh, good lord, she looks constipated. There we go, one pep up. Well, this thing does look like it's going to die soon. Yeah. It did, like just from the, I mean, I haven't watched the video, obviously, but just from the thumbnail alone, it's like, damn, that's it good. I've seen a few where it turn them, like, from, you know, take a real picture and then make it cartoon. And they all look really good. Damn, I feel kind of mean. Yeah, that wasn't the quest objective. It was just sleeping and we killed it. I'm evil. I feel mean now. Okay, so that can't be run over with a horse. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Dragon Slash. That does heavy. Wait, was the thing I was fighting technically count as a dragon? Of course it probably did. Yeah, they're strong boys. They're very strong. I slap. Wait, no. Why throw the bomb? Bombs are not what you need. You need love. Love. Da, 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 da. No, that was not as good as I was hoping it would be.
I just keep getting better.
You do? Ah. Wow. Actually, how many things do you have? You got 7p? Okay. Ooh. I want more. More, I say. Oh, here they are. I might wrap up after this same bit here.
The heat, the dry air, it is too much, too much. Let us spend the night here. The monster will have to wait. There you are. As you can see, I have decided to set up camp. We will continue our quest in the morning.
That's right. You get your beauty sleep, Princey dear. You've got a hard day of getting us to do your dirty work for you to be preparing for. Come on, you. Let's have a sit down and a nice chat, shall we?
I mean, he's not wrong, I'm gonna be honest.
So, 2 boys and 2 girls out on a lovely adventure together, huh? How romantic. But what kind of adventure, I wonder? Come on, spill the beans.
To be perfectly honest, we're none too sure ourselves just yet. But for the moment, we're trying to get to Yggdrasil. We need to understand more about the mysteries surrounding the luminary, you see?
I feel like this moment would probably be ruined if she was wearing a bunny outfit or enhanced.
It's all to do with a horrible being called the Dark One. He wants to bring death and destruction to the world, and we want to stop him.
All right, Big Mouth, that's enough. You don't need to tell the Jolly Jester a whole life story. We barely know him.
Tell him enough, though.
My. So there's a dastardly villain coming to steal all the smiles and laughter from the world.
I love that is how he's interpreting it, and he's not wrong.
And you 4 heroes are on a daring mission to stop him before it's too late. Oh, now that does sound fun.
You've got a strange idea of fun.
What about you, Sylvando? What made you leave home and set out on the road?
Oh, you don't want to hear my boring old stories. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Come on, kiddies. Betty buys.
Is he low-key gonna end up being the mom of the group somehow? He's being very secretive about his own past.
Well, aren't we full of mysteries? What's his deal?
He's keeping his secrets close to his heart. I'm sure we'll find out in due time. Morning, campers. I hope you slept well. We've got ourselves a sled to catch. Our little Princey Pooh and his friends are off at first light. We better hurry if we want to catch up with them.
I don't get it.
As Seb was talking about with Savado about the Luminary and the Lord of Shadows, that's pretty wild. He seemed to take it all in his stride. I guess he's not easily shocked. Anyway, about him. We need to focus on capturing the Slayer and getting hold of that rainbow.
You want to speak with
The
little
Prince
old
Bird already
me?
dashed ahead in celestial sands. Let's follow him, darling, and show him the Slayer of the Sand who's boss.
Oh, well.
Oh, Prince Parish doesn't know what he's doing, does he? He just charged off into the sand without waiting for us. I mean, Infuse was all very well, to be honest. Come on, Woman, let's go after him. I dread to think what might be happening if we were left to defend him for himself against the Slayer. Yo.
Hello.
The Slayer of the Sand sounds rather fearsome, I must say. Let's make sure we're properly prepared before facing it. Oh, we will be. Don't you worry. I'm making sure to save right now. Actually, I need to just check as well. Is everyone... Yeah, everyone is pretty buff. Because, yeah, I'm hitting the limits of my snooze right now, and I am feeling like I wish to go Biddy buys. I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Bonk. Take me back to the title screen, please. Oh. Ba-da-da-da-da. Who randomly friended me? I have no idea who that person is, so I'm just gonna ignore it. I never accept those unless it's someone I'm like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Absolutely. I'm just be like, I'll just say no. It's just easier. I mean, any friend request like that is just like, yeah, it's just the way to go about it. Right, let's see who's live. But depending on what time am I actually working tomorrow? I know I'm in later until like the evening. Yeah, I'm in 3 o'clock till 7:30, so I probably might be playing some more Dragon Quest XI when I get back, where we'll be finding out more of Prince Faris's stuff. So yeah, I very much will most likely be continuing tomorrow, and if I don't, I will definitely be continuing Tuesday, where there'll be a lot of Dragon Quest XI because I have the day of work Tuesday. I mean, there's Renshi, there's Zente, but you know what? I haven't readied Alchemy in a while, and she's playing some 14, so I'm gonna go give Alchemy a raid. She's doing some maps. My chest isn't doing too bad at the moment. I'm getting better every day, Kayla. That's the main thing. I'm getting better every day. I'm also hoping to see my my improved model at some point as well. Thanks for hanging out, and yeah, I will hopefully see you tomorrow eve, where I'll be continuing, like I said, more of the adventures that we have. And so far, I love everyone we have, and who knows, maybe we'll get to use every single member of the team we do get. I do know there's at least 2 more members for us to encounter in the game, just from the introductory cinematic alone, which I think is an old man and another lady, which I'm intrigued to see how they are in the story and stuff like that too. So yeah, a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to indeed. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.